Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button and let's get straight into this episode. Nothing special really today, but I have got the new DLC download for Parkitect, Taste of Adventure. This is basically an add-on pack for the game and it provides loads of new features. So I'm just going to do a quick kind of coaster and just play around with some of the bits. Disclaimer, like I just said, nothing special. This is not like a masterpiece or anything like that. I'm literally just experimenting and seeing what there is. I do want to build a coaster and just kind of give it a theme and just kind of use some of the new features and see what I can do. I find a game that has new pieces in takes me a while to figure out how I like to use those pieces and what they're good for, so I find it quite difficult in the beginning to actually really build as I normally would, so I like to play around a little bit. So I've gone in and taken the new inverted spinning coaster, which is basically a macroized spinning coaster like Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City, and this basically just means you can build a spinning coaster with inversions, and the track basically looks like the previous tracks from the Gerstlauer Eurofighter coaster that's in the game, the vertical drop coaster, and also, you know, the launch coasters and stuff. They just put those spinning cars on there. But a great feature here is the drop track or the elevator. Now this is only available on the kind of Wild Mouse and the spinning coasters, but if you do have the Coaster Anarchy mod installed, you'll be able to actually use these features on all coasters. And I thought it would be great to add a little drop track in the middle of this spinning coaster, so I've gone ahead and done that. This is easy. You just kind of select the speed you want the elevator to move. So if you set it really quick, like a second, then it will drop faster, and you can also set it longer so it acts as an elevator. So if you wanted to do a Wild Mouse that has a lift like the one at Europa Park, then you could actually set that elevator to be quite slow to go to the top. But there's some great other features as well. You can change the color of water, which I do in this as well. I do find that the where the water kind of hits the bank, or where the land is, the color's a bit funny, but maybe that's something that will be fixed in the future. I went for like a nice light colored water in this, and I didn't like it. I decided to go for like a dark murky water, so I've done that, and I just feel like the color that you use is too dark on the edge, but you'll see what I mean later on. I'm just going in now and doing a station. It was actually quite tricky because I wanted to steer away from what I normally do, and with using new pieces I really had to kind of just scratch my head a little bit and just figure out something. I've gone for like a boxy design, which is something I don't normally do either, but I just wanted to use those new pieces, which are actually really cool. They've got great textures. These brick pieces are great. They have all matching roof corners and segments, different walls and pillars, and they're all recolorable, of course. And so those pieces are great. I'm definitely going to find more use for those in the future and see where I can kind of use those pieces. But there's also new border pieces, which look very similar to the old border pieces. They just have a slightly different texture. And another great feature is that you can build queue lines using the normal path textures, so you no longer have those kind of squared coloured queue line paths. You can actually use a brick path or whatever one you want to choose. So I've gone ahead there and just chosen the kind of sand brick colour, and I think that looks really great. I have got a few mods installed, like I said, so I will be using some path covers here just so I can do my diagonal path cover trick. And I also have MapFreak's Foliage Essentials installed, which is one of the best mods that you could download if you're looking into downloading some mods. I am using some actual new foliage pieces right now that came with the game, and I'm just placing those around just so you can see there is a lot more option now, and it really changes the whole style of the game. But if you want to add even more to your kind of foliage, then I do recommend the MapFreak's Foliage Essentials, because it is actually really cool, and I do go in and use that as well in this just to add a bit more foliage in trees, because the in-game trees are fine, but the mod trees are really something special, and I really recommend using them. So I'm just building now like a little pond area, like I said, and if you go into the water there is an option there to change the colour. So this is the original colour that you would get. There's a nice lighter colour, which is cool, but you could do fantasy colours. You could have pink or green water if you wanted to do like toxic waste, or, you know, whatever you want to do with a theme, you could do it with the water. There's also lava, I believe, as well, so you can do like volcanic theming, that kind of thing, so that's really cool. There are some new coasters in the game, like I said. There's some new flat rides, and there's a couple new shops, I believe. This is a really cool feature as well, is the text maker. So you can make a text, you can resize it, recolor it, and place it anywhere. So you no longer have to use the letters mod and do each letter one at a time. So now that is much easier, and you can place those anywhere. So I've just made a sign there called Aztec Twister, which is going to be the name of this spinning coaster. I'm not going to finish this up today, this ride, and maybe I'll go back in and finish it in another episode or something, but it was just literally a play around for myself, just to kind of play with the new pieces, and I thought while I was at it, I might as well just record it and show you guys as well. So now I'm using the Max Freak foliage set, and I'm just placing those pieces around there. As you can see, those bushes and trees look absolutely amazing. So that's a really great addition, but not in the DLC download if you are thinking that they are in there. But I'm quite happy with how this has turned out so far. I am going to play around a little bit more with it and drop an episode later in the week, I think. But it's really cool. Go and download it. I'm just going to show you like an on-ride view now, or a view of the coaster going round. And give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and stick around for next time. Well, I should hopefully get some more videos out soon. I've been really busy recently, but I'm going to try and get some more out online for you guys to watch. But I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Go and download the DLC now on Steam. I believe it's around €10, maybe $12, something like that. So not too expensive. And go ahead, start playing with these new pieces. It really expands the game and all your options of theming and building. I really recommend it. Go and do it, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.